So to create an auto stay with your sit and your down and eventually your stand, what you're going to start doing is using release cues. There are 3 different release cues that I use. Search, which is going to mean I'm going to toss a cookie, you have permission to eat it. Get it means the thing you're staring at, you have permission to take. And break, which means move, just go on, we're going to do something else. So to get started, you're going to want to get consistent with using your release cues. When I start teaching an auto stay with my dogs, I'm going to keep things very simple in the beginning and progress as the dog progresses. If my dog fails twice in a row, then I'm going to go back and make it easier for them to get it right. Because typically that's going to mean you went too far too fast. Ready, Nellie? Good girl. So I've already asked her to sit, so I'm going to release her from this. Search. With her search cue, sit. For a new puppy, I would ask them to sit, pay them, and then basically immediately release them. Search. You want to be fast with your new puppy so they're getting it right and understanding that they are going to be released from their position. Sit. Good girl. You got a piece of grass on your mouth? There you go. Search. Good. Sit. Good. Search. So you see how when I say search, she starts moving, she understands that means it's time to move now. So what I'm going to start doing is increasing the duration in which she stays sitting, because with distance comes duration. So start with the easiest thing and then build on that. Sit. So I'll ask her to sit, pay her. Maybe I take a tiny step, come right back and pay. Vary my body just a little bit. Pay. Good. Pay. Just getting the dog used to some variation of what I'm doing, holding their position, and getting paid for holding that duration. Search. Good. When you start building on your distance, good girl, search. What you're going to do is increase that distance just like what it sounds. Sit. So ask for your sit. Maybe you get a little farther away. Don't go too far too quick. Maybe you come back like a little yo-yo and pay your dog for that. So you start understanding it pays them to hold their position until they hear you. Search. Good. Sit. Good. Very good girl. As you go, you can start working around your dog. Again, don't go too far too fast. If your dog fails twice in a row, you have made something too difficult. Search. So make it easier for them. I start with my search as my release cue because it's the easiest one for the dog to understand. Search equals chase the cookie. Then what I'm going to start doing is increasing the difficulty and changing my release cues. So what I may do now is search. Ask my dog to sit when she's done. Good girl. Sit. Good. Pay her for that. Then maybe I start playing with my treat pouch. Good. Break. Search. And add in my new word break, which means move. Now Nellie knows this fairly well, but she could always be a little better. So you notice when I said break, she automatically started getting up. Then I added on my search cue because she knows that. So pair the unknown with the known. Ready? Search. Sit. Good. Add some distance. Also, in this, you're increasing the duration. Good. Pay your dog for staying. Good. Break. Search. Good. Very good. With a puppy again, you're going to want to increase or decrease your duration instantly. So basically, it would be something like this. Good. Search. Good. Sit. Search. So don't expect a whole lot of duration. Don't expect a whole lot of distance. In the beginning, when you start getting distance from your dog, keep them squared to you so you're watching them and your body is saying don't move. Eventually you're going to get to the point where you can start turning your back while still watching your dog. Good. Good. If you take your eyes off your dog, they're more likely to move. Good girl. Break. Search. Good. And same thing with your down. So with your down, it's going to look like this. Down. Good girl. Okay. Maybe I'm just yo-yoing to build some duration. Not making things too hard too fast. Good. Getting the dog used to me varying what I'm doing. Holding treats in my hands, creating some distractions because Nellie's a little more advanced about this. Break. Good. Search. Good girl. Down. Nice. Okay. Maybe I get some distance. Maybe sometimes I release the dog to me. Break. Good. Sit. Good. Down. Good. Maybe sometimes I ask for other things in between. Good girl. Break. Good. Down. Good girl. So again, if your dog fails twice in a row, what you're going to do is make it easier for them. If she was to get up out of this position, and I'll kind of demonstrate this with you. So if she did this on her own, all I would simply do is walk her back to where I was and wait to see if she would offer what we were just doing without re-cueing her. If she needs a little bit of help within about 3 to 5 seconds, I might just point to the ground, good girl, but not pay that. We don't want the dog to get in the habit of getting out of their sit or their down and then getting paid again or reinforced by hearing your cue, search, and then release to remind. Good girl, sit. Maybe after some time, you can start dropping a cookie or two. Get it. And release with your get it cue. It's right here, Nelly. Good girl. Here's the other one. You can do the same thing with choice. Good girl. You ready? Here we go. Done. So again, maybe now I'm going to start dropping. Get it. And releasing with a get it cue. So there's a few options about how you go about this. The key is consistently releasing your dog anytime you ask them to sit or down, and eventually their stand if they learn a stand. But you want to be as consistent as possible so that your dog understands your criteria. Sit means put your butt on, good. Put your butt on the ground, don't move until released. Down means put your elbows on the ground, lay there until released. Search. Good. Any questions? Let me know. Good girl. It's pretty. Good. Bonus cookies for you. All done.